Awesome to see that. Speaking of dollars and cents, most scholarships focus on getting students into college, but the nonprofit Last Mile Foundation Fund wants to see students earn their degrees and then enter the workforce. Rising college costs can be a major barrier for students from low-income families. In fact, 3 out of 5 college students report basic needs insecurity. To continue the conversation this morning is Ruthe Farmer, the founder and CEO of Last Mile Education Fund. Ruthe, nice to have you with us today.
It's great to be here. Thanks for having us.
So talk about what the fund does, what it is, and how it's different from a traditional scholarship.
So as you said, a lot of scholarships are focused on getting kids into college, like finding the super kids, the outliers, and recognizing them and launching them in. But what happens once they've gotten there, and there's this huge push to get more students into the STEM fields and push them into college, but less than around 20% actually graduate within 6 or 8 years of the students in the bottom 2 income quartiles. So what we do is we invest from an abundance viewpoint in what we call striving students, who are juniors and seniors, typically students in the halfway through their program in a high demand field that's very much in demand in Seattle, like technology, IT, computer science, cybersecurity, getting them over the finish line. And we cover things that other scholarships don't cover. We cover gas, food, rent, buy you a new laptop, whatever it is that is disrupting your ability to focus on school and graduate.
So how can people apply, and who's eligible for this?
So we're looking for students who are in high-demand STEM degree programs, cybersecurity, computer science, data science, et cetera. They need to be either a community college student in a tech program, or they should be a junior or senior in their last 4 semesters of a degree in computing, computer science, et cetera. And they need to have financial needs. So we take a pretty abundant viewpoint to that, but basically anyone who qualifies for a student loan would qualify as having financial need from our perspective.
I know that probably most people that have been part of the college process have filled out the FAFSA. I certainly filled it out when I went to college more than 2 decades ago. How have rising college rates sort of impacted the cost for students, and this year's FAFSA rollout impacted college students?
Yeah, the cost of college has gone up, but also the cost of living while you're in college has really gone up. So with inflation, cost of food, gas, et cetera, those costs are unpredictable and unstable. And that really trips up a lot of students because your financial aid package is set months or even a year in advance. This year, the FAFSA was so late that students actually didn't get their financial aid package, many of them, until July. So imagine making that decision of spending thousands of dollars of time and money and energy going back to college, not knowing how much it's going to cost until about 2 weeks prior. So we are here to say to students in the fields that we support, don't stop because you're worried about money. Come to us and let's see if we can help you.
Looking at the overall cost of college, why would you say it's so important to help students with those out-of-pocket expenses?
So getting a job is often predicated on getting good grades and learning the content that you're there to learn. It's really hard to expect a student to learn really challenging things like AI and programming and cybersecurity when they are hungry. Like, how are they supposed to do that when they're hungry and they're worried about where they're going to live? So if we're going to ask students to do what we're saying we need, which is contribute to our innovation economy, we need to give them the tools to be successful. And a basic place to live, secure access to food, secure transportation, and a device that'll connect you to the internet is a bare minimum for you to be successful in any degree program, much less technology.
And the Last Mile Foundation Fund is certainly a good resource for people to check out. So where, if our viewers are watching and want to know more information, where can they go for that?
So you can find the Last Mile Education Fund online at lastmile-ed.org. You can also find us everywhere on Instagram, et cetera, at Last Mile Fund.
Got to be available on the social mediums too. Ruthe, thanks very much for your time this morning. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.